Welcome to Extreme Connect 2020, live from our virtual world. We have an incredible journey for you to go on with us. Come with me.
Hello. Please welcome from Extreme Networks, Chief Operating Officer Norman Rice.
Welcome everybody to Extreme Connect 2020. This year we have over 10,000 customers and partners that are participating from representing 120 countries around the world. While we'd normally want to be here in person, which we'll be back to next year, we're talking to you live from our virtual environment. We've made a great set of investments from our teams around the world, across our company, to make sure that we're giving you an excellent experience. We think we have a terrific program. With COVID-19, the pandemic disruption, Extreme's promise of an effortless experience in advancing all of us has never been more critical. Advancing forward during COVID-19, Extreme is adapting and working with you and your organizations in the new normal. This is the new world. So let's hear from a few of our customers who have gone through a lot of different challenges and changes, just to give you some insights how they're adjusting, how they're leveraging the technologies, and how they're meeting these qualities. And we have another story from one of our customers down under. We have Jenna connecting with us from New Zealand. Jenna, tell us about your organization and tell us about you.
Kia ora, tēnā koutou katoa. I'm Jenna and I'm coming to you from Manukau Institute of Technology in Auckland, New Zealand. We teach a wide variety of courses. Most of them are hands-on, so we have everything from nursing, building and construction, plumbing and gas fitting. They come to us to learn how to do that. So we are an organisation that has typically relied on being able to operate on-site with hands-on tools, and we have a lot of infrastructure set up. In New Zealand, you might have seen in the media, we went with a go hard and go early approach to battling COVID-19. So back in March, we had 48 hours notice that we were going to be locked down for at least a month, potentially quite a lot longer. So we took a pause. We gave ourselves the following week, so all up about 10 days to get ourselves transitioned to be able to teach and learn online. So within that 10-day period, we managed to get, with a lot of hard work and not a lot of sleep, more than 80% of our courses available to be delivered online, either in whole or in part. And one of the reasons that we were able to do that so quickly and so effectively is that we were fortunate enough back in 2016 to embark on a journey with Extreme and Aerohive around an overhaul of our entire network. What that meant for us was it gave us a foundation to really start to move forward and progress our cloud journey. So because of this journey, we were able to almost seamlessly transition our staff to enable them to access all of the tools and all of the resources that they needed to be able to transform their teaching into a virtual environment.
Did that help you in this process?
Absolutely. If we didn't have access to the tools that we have around management, if we didn't have the on-site network up and running and still functioning, we operate between 2 data centers, both of which we own. So without the ability to move fluidly between those and load balance, we would have been in a bit of trouble. And
what's it like today? Fast forward, that was then, you made the transition. Here we are today. Yeah. What's going on?
Absolutely. So we came out of our end of our first semester and we had gone back on campus. We were starting to operate as normal, and we got hit just a few weeks back now in Auckland with lockdown 2. So lockdown 2, we had 14 hours notice that we were going to be locked down. So we've just rinsed and repeated and done it all over again.
Are you excited to have kids coming back to school soon, back on campus?
Oh, absolutely. One of the things that you notice when you work in an environment like this is it's really lonely when there's no one around. And as soon as you get the buzz and the hype of having students back on campus, it really starts to feel like home again.
Well, great. Jenna, thank you for sharing your story. It's outstanding what you're doing there, and we really appreciate you being our customer and our partner as we work together and try to advance through and into the new normal. So thank you again for being part of this.
No problem. My pleasure.
All right, thank you. Hey, Bruce, welcome. Just tell us a bit about what happened and how you guys have adjusted to dealing with making sure students can continue to learn and then getting them back in the classrooms.
Oh, absolutely. Let me start off by thanking Extreme for letting me tell my story. A lot of the time, due to our size or our location, we don't always get to say how we do things down here, but it's nice to get to tell it every now and then, so we appreciate that. So we are the very definition of a small rural school, but with that brings some challenges. So when all this hit in the spring, we kind of began this process by looking at our parents. We needed to determine what they would need in order to continue education at home. The resounding answer was that they needed help.
Wow, Bruce, that's really the definition of the digital divide, where people do not have connectivity, which is just amazing to hear. This next story will let everybody know why I said that. So in order to help your community and help the students stay connected when they were learning remotely, provide connectivity to them, you partnered with Extreme and you did something really extreme. Tell us what happened.
Well, we started looking at where our students were and how close they were to the area businesses here in town. We then approached the business to see if they had access and if they were willing to share that access to their students. Many of them had the access and the willingness to share, but they lacked the equipment to broadcast the signal the way we needed it done. And here's where Extreme's equipment and the people really were able to step in and help. And with their help, we were able to expand our access here at school in all directions. And more importantly, we were able to use the new cloud management softwares to go and put access points in each one of these businesses and be able to still manage them like we need and still give our students the access that they want.
I love the partnership, and we're so proud to partner with you now and into the future.
Well, this process and this partnership with Extreme is far from over.
Thanks again, Bruce. Take care.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
When COVID hit, it was a huge disruption in the sense that there was a lot of uncertainties. We have a lot of our drivers and employees which are in contact with the customers. So there was a lot of uncertainty. And for the organization, it was really challenging to ensure the continuity of the service, because even though everybody was being sent home during the lockdown, it was decided by the government that public transport was an essential service, especially to carry nurses and doctors and critical service people to have the capability to go to their work. To do this transformation from a normal delivery model to most of the employees being sent at home, it's clear that the collaboration capabilities and the services, the IT services, in order to ensure that collaboration, they became a nice tool to have from one day to just a critical element that is really facilitating this new way of delivering the service. So basically, teleworking was not used. Basically, one day there was an announcement, everybody takes his portable PC and you start working from home. I have more contact with my teams in teleworking than in regular mode.
In the process of doing your digital transformation, did COVID accelerate it or did it pause projects? What happened in your organization?
In terms of definitely no pause, that's for sure. On the contrary, the digital transformation under what we call the digital workplace, this has given a boost, and project that we were expecting to deploy in 6 months, 9, 12 months, basically we did it in 3 weeks.
Thank you to our customers. What incredible stories that they just shared with us about the challenges that they've seen and how it's impacting their lives and the world around us. none more so than Shady Point School District, a small school in a very rural area. It highlights what's called the digital divide, those between the haves and have-nots in terms of technology and access to technology. Believe it or not, over 50% of the world does not have access to the internet, to connectivity, to resources, information. And we partner with the United Way to help close the digital divide. As an organization, as a group, all of us participating, we can just do a little bit and meet our goal. Our goal that we set for this event and for this program is to raise $25,000. Please join us in participating and making a donation and helping close the digital divide.